All right, in this video, we're going to be talking about the problem type sketching the graph of y equals a sine bx plus d, or y equals a cosine bx plus d. Now, you have two of these on your test, by the way, and on 8A, and I think only one of these on your final. But we kind of already went over the a cosine or sine of bx, so I'm going to kind of do that part quickly, and then we'll factor in the one at the very end. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of ignore the one for now, and we'll do that at the end. And I'm just going to focus in, and I'm going to graph this first part without the plus one. Now, if you recall, the front number is the amplitude. Here, the amplitude is 3/2. And if I look at my y's, it looks like each box is representing 1/2, right? 1/2, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, right? So 3/2, I can literally count by half. So 1/2, 2/2, 3/2. Now, cosine starts at the top, and this is positive in the front, so it does definitely start at the top. So I'm making my starting point right here at the very top. Again, if you had sine, you would start right here in the middle. And if you had negative in the front with a cosine, you would be going down 3/2. Okay? Okay, now, second part of this, if you remember, I need to get the ending point. And the ending point, we use a formula for the period, which is period equals 2 pi over b. Sorry, this tool is not the best. That's a b on the bottom. And b is this inside number right here. So we're going to plug in 1/2 here on the bottom. Again, I don't like fractions inside fractions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bottom fraction and look at the denominator and multiply by 2 to get rid of it on top and bottom. That's a 2. There we go. That gets rid of this. And so on the top, I got 4 pi. On the bottom, I have 1. And 4 pi divided by 1 is just 4 pi. Okay? Meaning it takes 4 pi to make a full cycle. So I'm going to go here to plot a point. I'm going to type in 4 pi. And for the y value, again, the ending point has to be the same as the starting point's y value. The starting point had a y value of 3/2. My ending point has to have a value of 3/2. Now, if you're graphing sine, that's going to have an ending point of 0, right? You're going to start at midline. You're going to end at midline. All right. Now I need the points in between. Again, if you take this and you count the boxes in between, and you're going to divide by 4. And that will tell you what the interval is for each important point. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 divided by 4 is 4, meaning I go over 4 boxes, and that's my next important point. So I start at the top. The next one has to be the midline. I got to go down, right? If you're at the top, there's only one way to go. Over 4, down. Again, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3/2 because that's my amplitude. That's the very bottom point. Go over 4. Now back at the midline. Over 4. Now I'm at the top. So this would be my wave if I didn't have the plus 1. Okay? Now, when you have a plus 1 or -5 or whatever is out here, all that does is takes all these points and shifts them up or down. In this case, up 1. So what I'm going to do, remember, we're going by 1/2 on each box, right? So I'm going to take each of these points and I'm simply going to move them up 1, which in this case is 2 boxes, because again, each box is a half. 1/2, 1. 1/2, 1. 1/2, 1. 1/2, 1. 1/2, 1. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to erase these guys, the ones that were the originals. And now I have those points, but everything is shifted up 1. And that's how you graph when you have a plus d at the end.